Alright, everyone, follow me. So now we are now entering one of the most important, meaningful places in all Vietnamese people, in all of Vietnam, the Hochiminh complex. Before we go further, I have a question for you. Have you ever had? Have you ever heard? Have you ever heard the name Uncle Ho? Uncle Ho. That's how Vietnamese people lovingly call President Ho Chi Minh, the leader who devoted his life to the country's independence and unity. Unity. Um, so first stop, the mausoleum. As we walk ahead, you will notice the massive ray building in front of us. This is the Ho Chi Minh Mausoleum, built between 1973 and 1975. It was inspired by Lenin's mausoleum in Moscow. But if you look closely, you will see Vietnamese touches like the lotus-shaped square in front and the granite granite from different regions of Vietnam. Inside lies inside lies the um, embalmed body of President Ho Chi Minh. Visiting here is a solemn moment for Vietnamese people. If you ever go in, remember no talking, no photos, and just walk, just walk slowly in line. It's a moment of respect. Next, we move on the presidential palace. Now, let's take a short walk through the gardens. Um, on the left, that yellow colonial style building in the presidential palace built by French in 1906. You might think this is where President Ho lived, but no, he refused to stay in such a luxurious place. Instead, he used it for official meetings and receptions. That's a small detail that says a lot about his personality. Simple, humble, and always close to the people. Mm, the tight, the stilt house, just behind the palace, we'll find something very different. A modest wooden steel styled house. Ho Chi Minh moved here in 1958, 1958 and lived here until his passing in 1969. Step inside and you'll see a simple desk, a bookshelf, and just two rooms. This is where he worked, met visitors, and enjoyed his garden. No conditioning, no luxury, just essentials.
Mình đi cướp của một cái nó vớ vẩn thì bây giờ mình cướp làm cái gì?
Spiral show.
Và tất nhiên tất cả những cái mũ đen nhé, em muốn làm được mũ đen thì em phải hiểu được bản chất của
Um,
mũ trắng.
so next is
Em không hiểu bản chất
first
mũ trắng em không hiểu
spiritual
là đen
corner,
thì chặt luôn.
one pillow powder.
Đấy luôn nhưng mà dễ luôn bởi vì
Over
em
here
bảo là
on the
cái
right
khổ
is
đây này.
one pillow powder. This tiny this tiny temple has a big meaning. It's built in the shape of a lotus blossom, a symbol a
Thì
symbol
mới
of
bịp được đúng không? Chứ
purity in
nếu như
Vietnamese
mà cướp
culture.
thì ông không thể làm
Um,
mũ trắng không đủ kiến thức
the
để
original
làm
dates
làm việc.
back to the
Có một điều là
11th century, so it was rebuilt after being destroyed in 1954. final stop, the Hochiminh Museum. And finally, we arrive at the Hochiminh Museum. Um, this is not a dusty old collection, it's a modern exhibition with photos, artifacts, and even art installations telling the, telling the story of Ho Chi Minh's life, his travel around the world, and his struggles of Vietnam during the 20th century. If you have, if you have time, walk through each session. You will discover fascinating stories about his time in France, the Soviet Union, and China, and how this experience shaped his vision for Vietnam. Um, why this play matters. Before we leave, I want you to imagine this: millions of Vietnamese, from school children to veterans, come here every year, not as tourists, but as people visiting someone they deeply respect. This complex is not just about history, it's about values, simplicity, dedication, and love for the country. Whether you are um, you are Vietnamese or a visitor from abroad, I think that's something everyone can connect with. Thank you.